A month ago, I started using an iPhone 6S, and when I first started the challenge, the idea was more just to see if I could in 2023, see if potentially it would help me use my phone a little bit less and live more intentionally. And now, a month later, I sold my iPhone 13 Pro or gave it away, and I feel like at this point, any lingering iPhone addiction has been completely conquered. So the reason I sold my iPhone 13 Pro is because I feel like at this point, and maybe this is a little arrogant, but I feel like I'm starting, or at least a part of, and hopefully some type of somewhat minor way, a movement where people are trying to live a more intentional life through using their smartphones a lot less, using Twitter a lot less, using Reddit a lot less, using any of the social medias, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it may be, TikTok, using all of those significantly less, and hopefully allowing them to become much better and more productive members of their society, of their city, of their neighborhood, of their family, whatever it may be. The idea is basically to take this golden device that you're given and downgrade it and choose to downgrade it intentionally. You can see here, I have an iPhone 6S. It's in rose gold. It's in rose gold because that's obviously the best color. And I have been using this phone consistently for a month now. And it has completely changed the ways I look at dumb phones, the way I look at smartphones. I think that smartphones are wonderful tools. The internet is a wonderful tool. The problem with the internet is that it was a wonderful tool made by humans, and humans can be really good and humans can be really bad. And obviously you've been on the internet for any period of time. You know that there are really good people on the internet and there are really bad people on the internet, because that's just what people are. People are really good and they're really bad. And what I found is that spending less time on it is the best solution. You're not going to just find better content. You're not just going to, oh, well, it's fine if I only use YouTube to learn. I only use Twitter because I like to keep up with the news. I only use this to that, this for that. You can keep up with all that stuff and spend way less time than you normally would if you just choose and elect to downgrade your phone. Trust me, over the last month, I have downgraded my smartphone, and I don't feel like I've missed out on any news, on any friends, on any this, on any that, and any photos. I get all the photos and videos of my wonderful family that I want to take. I run a wedding videography business using this phone, not as the main form of communication. I probably lean more towards my laptop, but I do use that phone when I have to take a phone call, answer text messages, or even answer a quick email. When I think back at the last month, I look at somebody who is becoming the person that I know I could have been this whole time. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that before that I was a complete bum. I was spending 9, 10, 12 hours on my phone. I really wasn't. I was probably spending maybe 45 minutes to an hour too much on my phone. It really wasn't that much, but 45 minutes to an hour times 7 days a week times 365 days a year, that adds up pretty quick. And in that amount of time, you can do a lot of other things. And what I have found is that by intentionally downgrading my phone, I have picked up so many advantages. My life has dramatically improved. To choose to sell an iPhone 13 Pro and go down to an iPhone 6S. I'm not saying I'm the only person to do that, but there probably aren't very many people who are electing to do this downgrade. But it's something that you should definitely be doing. And why? Why should you do it? Well, the main reason is because your life is worth it. It's worth it to downgrade. You might not be the greatest person on the planet. That's okay. You can improve, and that's fine. And I've improved too a lot. And I got a long way to go. I still suck, but I have a long way to go, but I'm improving day by day. And I think that when you take the first step, I really think that this affliction that we have with our smartphones, I think this is something that we're going to look back on and think, what the heck were we doing? At least I hope, because I can see it and I know that it's bad. I know a lot of people know that it's bad, but they don't even care. They're so addicted to it, they don't have another option. So you're going to have to fill that free time with something a lot more productive, because when you go from the iPhone 13 Pro, iPhone 14 Pro, the world's best device that you've ever seen, and you drop that down and you go to a phone like this, you're going to find yourself having a lot more free time. Something that I have been doing is I've been keeping a calendar of stuff I want to accomplish, keeping to-do lists, and just doing them. Knowing that some stuff just doesn't take that long. Doing it in 1 hour, 2 hour chunks, and then allowing yourself to relax. It's okay. Have a little bit of grace. You don't have to be a productivity wizard. You don't have to always be working, always be doing this, always be doing that. I got to improve. I got to do this. I got to do that. You don't have to do all that stuff. It's fine. It's fine if you want to take a back seat. Just relax one day. But you do have to understand that when you waste all this time on your smartphone, that isn't relaxation. I'm worried that we have an entire generation of people whose life is this. And I know a lot of people that are like this, where they wake up at 8, 7 o'clock and they log on to work. They work till 5. They get off work. They watch a TV show. They eat food, and then they go to bed. And that's it. That's all they do. They don't accomplish a single other thing. Maybe they work out, but they don't accomplish anything. They don't create anything. We're humans. I mean, we're built to create. That's what we do. We make stuff. That's what humans are built to do. They're built to create. They're built to destroy, but we're also built to create. So we should be making things. And when you have an entire culture that's built around shutting their brains off at every possible second, I mean, the biggest thing that we do is watching Marvel movies. Like Marvel movies, they were good a few years ago. They're not that good anymore. I stopped keeping up with it, but like, why? They're not edifying. They don't teach you anything. They're not gratifying to watch. They're just like, it's just people like big fight scenes. It's just CGI, a big CGI guy versus another big CGI guy to save the world. It's the same thing over and over. And it's where we spend the most money that we have on that. That's the thing that we do the most consistently. And we have a whole culture of people that just want to shut their brains off. That's what they want to do. They want to work and then shut their brains off as soon as they possibly can, and then go back to work and then shut their brains off as soon as they possibly can. That's dumb. It's a bad way to live. I promise you. I've lived like that, and it's not. You look back at those times, you go, what did I even do? What was I doing for those 6, 7, 8 months? I didn't do anything. I literally didn't even exist. It's like I wasn't even around. And that's scary to me. For me, I'm worried a lot about the legacy that I leave. Not only my kid and my future kids, but also just like the impact that you have on the world. And if your impact is you liked a lot of videos on TikTok, what a waste. That's such a waste. So why did I downgrade and why did I sell my iPhone 13 Pro? It was the world's greatest device. Every smartphone is. We nitpick all these brand new smartphones. It's like, wow, this one only has 12.4 megapixels and this one has 13.3. But the zoom camera on this one takes an actual picture of the moon. And this one takes kind of like a picture of the moon, but it's a little bit edited. You're taking a picture of the moon. Like, what are we talking about? We're talking about like incredible things. These phones are just ridiculous. And I think that we as a culture need to step back. You're watching tech content. You're watching this video. I am going to implore you to say, why do I watch so much tech content? Do I need to engage in this much tech content? I understand for some people it is a hobby and that's fine, but you just want to make sure your hobbies are productive and that they make your life better. Go on a walk. Go into nature. I think that's like the best thing you could do is just go outside and walk around, throw a hat on, throw some sunglasses on, no music, and just walk around and just enjoy the world. Get rid of your phone, leave it at home, or put it in your pocket and turn off the notifications, turn on Do Not Disturb. You'll be fine. If you need something, call somebody. I think that to the people watching this channel, and if you know anybody, you got to take control of your life, because if you don't, these phones will just rip it from you and you won't even realize that it's happening. If you have the opportunity to, get rid of your phone and downgrade. It will change your life. I promise you, downgrading your phone and selling your really nice one will change your life. Yes, you won't look as cool in front of your friends, but trust me, say this guy on YouTube thinks it's cool. I'll think you're cool. When I see somebody with an old phone just like mine, I'm like, that guy gets it. That guy, that girl, she gets it. And seriously, I think you should take a lot of pride in the fact that you are willing to downgrade and you're willing to sacrifice and say, you know what? No, I'm not going to experience all that modern times has to offer. I'm going to take a step back because some of this stuff actually isn't good for me. And I promise you, when you do that, your life will get better. You will feel happier. You will feel less depressed. I promise you. And if not, good thing I'm not a doctor. But I know I'm right. So thank you for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Downgrade your phone. Peace out.